Hey everyone, Dr. Kelly Ray here. Happy Wednesday to you. Maybe it feels like wacky Wednesday to you, especially because now we've been in shelter in place for a minute now, right? And so if you have kids or even just your own self, it could be like, ooh, I'm kind of losing my marbles here for a second. So I want to talk about that. As you can see, I'm in my car and, it's cool. I'll tell you why. So I have a teenager. I know. I need to say no more, right? Kidding. I love her to pieces. And I know she's going through her own process of all of this right now, not having school, having already accomplished all of the assignments, the enrichment learning assignments that their teachers have shelled out. And of course, her routine is thrown off, especially with us traveling every couple of days to my dad's to take care of him since he's still recovering from his recent hospitalization. So I know that her world is disrupted right now, just like all the rest of ours. And we live in a relatively small home, which for those of us that are all home right now, no matter how big your home is, it can start to at some point feel a little small. So finding ways to not get on each other's nerves and yet still stay in the shelter in place and not be out catching something or spreading something that you don't know. So I had to go mail off bills because, those are still coming too. And as a result, I'm taking some time to be in the car outside in the parking lot of our home to give her an opportunity to just have some space, some alone time. Because I know this can become overstimulating for many of us. Which brings me to giving you some more tips of how you can to navigate some of these time periods. So if you have small children, I know that small children, they want lots of your attention. And I mean, how excited are they that you're home right now? And so I know that that could be maybe a little taxing on you. I'm going to encourage you to, if you haven't done so already, put together a daily schedule for yourself so that you're still being able to have your own peace of mind, your own routines of things that you're doing. Some of you are working from home. And so getting our kids on board with that is essential for kind of keeping the flow in the house going smoothly. For your teenagers, just not taking their crap personally. Of course, not letting, they still have to be respectful. They still have to be participating in whatever it is that you have them do normally, but also giving them some space, giving them an opportunity to express themselves and share their thoughts, because they have viable thoughts too. We all don't have the answer, and neither do they, but they also need to have space to have a voice and be heard. So give that to them. So here's some other fun things that crossed my mind that that we could do during this time period. So as I'm sitting in my car, I had this flashback of when I was a kid, and my brother and I don't know why we went to these one friends of my parents' house. I don't know what the purpose was. Don't even really care, because my brother and I found something super fun that we were allowed to do. They had some old junker cars in their yard, and they said, "Hey, go knock yourself out." So my brother and I, we didn't go to this place very often, but I do remember going there a few times and us being able to run out to this dilapidated like Jeep or something like that and getting in it, and each one of us would take turns being the driver. And that was the coolest thing ever. You could do that with your kids. Let them go sit out in the car. Of course, you get the keys, But let them pretend like they're going somewhere. Hell, as an adult, go pretend like you're going somewhere. Having that flashback in my head was like, oh yeah, I can do that. I can pretend like I'm driving to Disneyland or driving to the ocean, and you can get yourself in that state of mind. Look, this is not a matter of let's do some escapism and do some really wild, crazy things like that. No, I'm not asking you to disconnect and disassociate. But we can have fun. We can have some creative fun with our minds to help kind of keep us centered and keep us in perspective. And that's one of the ways I thought of, is imagining as I'm sitting here driving to, let's say, San Francisco, driving to the Bay Area, driving to Monterey. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite places, my daughter's favorite place. And just imagining and getting into feeling what it's like to be on the ocean, driving on the coast. Do that. Here's another tip. My friend Gina and her husband, oh man, they came up with a great one. They are following a list of different days, like having a themed day. And I believe that Friday was Formal Friday. And it was so cool. They got all dressed up and had their glass of wine and made a nice dinner. Why not do that? Pick a day where it's formal for you and you guys get all gussied up. Even if it's just you, who cares? I can tell you for myself, I've been putting on makeup and spending a tad bit more time on my hair because why not? I have the time and it feels good. It feels good to be presentable and to feel pretty and to feel vibrant. We do what we need to do that. Why not pick, I think one of the other things on Gina's list was, I think she said Nerd Day, I'm not sure. Whatever, come up with your themes. I know y'all have Halloween costumes. If you're anything like me, I got a whole freaking closet full of costumes, wigs, you name it. I could be something different every single day if I wanted to be. And why not do it? Have some fun with this time. I know it's serious. I know it can be taxing emotionally. I know that it can be challenging to stay centered. These are some ways that you can do that. Other ways is if it's not raining where you are, it's not snowing, and it's okay. Go stand barefoot in your grass if you have grass, dirt, earth, whatever. Go hug a tree. Trees aren't getting this coronavirus. Got a tree in your yard? Go hug that damn thing. It's going to be okay. Remind yourself, it's going to be okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Repeat this mantra to yourself several times throughout the day if you need to remind yourself, I'm okay today. That's what we can do right now, is today. So this is what I want to hear from you in the comments. I want to know, what is it you're going to do to keep yourself grounded? What fun thing could you do today? I've just shared a whole bunch of you. I just took my imaginary drive in my car to Monterey. I also flashed back to when my brother and I were kids and how exciting it was that we felt that we were in control of driving this non-operable vehicle. It didn't matter that we couldn't. We felt empowered. And that's what I'm going to implore you to do today, is empower yourself. And I want to know how you're doing it. Put it in the comments below. Until next time, please know I send you so much love. Bye.